Good evening, Gwen.
Hi Annie, you
Hi,
okay?
lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
I hope you're basking in all this lovely new moon energy.
Yes,
Bring it on.
and the spring equinox as well.
Absolutely,
Sarah.
yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah,
with Persian New Year, there's been quite a bit happening. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what the cards bring up for us tonight.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
and I believe it's my turn to go first.
It is.
So I've got two sets here. Just feel like I've got to have a couple of sets. Let's just have a see what we get from these. Where are we? See what the energy is. Right, okay. I'm using my Priestess of the Light cards.
Lovely.
They spoke to me, and it was like, yes, right. There's such a lot of divine feminine energy pouring in at the moment to open us up to get the intuition and creativity flowing, because that's the only way we'll solve the issues that humanity's dealing with. But I just feel like, particularly with this moon, this new moon, and into full moon, there's a focus on the feminine, a
Right.
focus on the balancing. um, a lot of people think, well, we're focusing on the feminine to the exclusion of the masculine. It's not the case.
Well, no,
There's
because this time
always,
is about the balance, isn't it? Because it's all
yeah,
about fertility.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I do feel like that's why they were shouting at me and saying, come on, pick me, pick me. And then the other ones I'm using are my Colette Baron Reid Wisdom of the Hidden Realms.
Right.
I've got a few of her packs. And one of the things I feel like this new moon energy is bringing in is ancient wisdoms, revelations about the ways we could do it and did do it in the past.
Interesting. Because
Yeah.
I've brought my ancestral cards with me tonight.
Ah, right. Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's this sort of dual energy going on of the divine feminine bringing us in inspiration, and the connection to the mysteries, what we don't know about the past, but we do know really because it's in our eighth chakra sitting there ready to descend when we open up. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it feels like hidden secrets and hidden knowledge and all that hidden wisdom is there for us to access more easily in
Yeah.
this next few weeks. So let's see what the cards have brought us. So, oh, um, the first card is go with the flow. Okay,
Yes.
go with the flow. I always find this comes in for me when it's letting go, when it's reviewing and clearing so we can receive. New
Mhm.
beginnings can't come in if we don't let go of the old, really. And with this beautiful priestess, we're just being reminded we won't lose anything of value. What is, because she's sort of holding it into her heart, you see.
Oh,
She's got it
yes.
held into her heart. So when,
Yeah.
we're not losing anything of value, um, when we let go. What we're losing, what we're letting go of, is the stuff that no longer is for us. And that's what I like about going with the flow, is taking those steps forward that take us to the new stuff,
Mm.
because we're moving away from the old stuff. So I also like the fact that the numbers on the card are 2 and 5. Two,
Right.
because it's duality, which you have to balance, and five, because five is slap bang in the middle of change. It's
Mm.
when we're right in the middle, and there's a bit of a calmness, that eye in the storm, that we
Yeah.
kind of, the turbulence has eased a little bit. So I think for the next few weeks, the turbulence will ease a little bit. as the hidden wisdoms and secrets come out, it's not going to create any additional turbulence. It's almost like, oh yeah, we knew that. And then we'll pick up momentum again. I tend to feel from this card, we won't pick up the momentum until May, till we get to the new moon in May. So that might be quite nice for people to take a pause. What's come out with the other one is also the card number 2. And this is the High Lord of Gratitude and Service.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And when I get this card, I mean, I love the lotus that's there and the light that's shining. It's about selflessness, humility, conscious action. Definitely the two of the pillars of the angelic realm, counting our blessings and being ready to kind of serve wherever we need to. So these new beginnings are going to give us opportunities to serve in ways we didn't think about at all, and to be able to feel the flow of gratitude from others to us and from us to them, because we need an opportunity to serve. Somebody else has to give us that opportunity. So we can have that gratitude that they've given us the opportunity to be of service, to the greater good. And they can give us gratitude because we've stepped in and said we will serve. So I do feel like that lovely energy is there, just, I won't say buffering us along as we're letting go.
Yeah.
Because if we let go of energy, if we let go of anything, it can go to others.
Exactly.
We can't hoard it, because that's not the right way. It doesn't flow then, and we've dammed it up. So yeah, I like that we've got the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. The next one we've got is card number 21. Guide.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Definitely a new moon card because it's 21. And definitely a spring equinox because we've got the beautiful wolf there, and she's in a forest, and she's beaming light into the ground, into Mother Earth. And for me, this card is called the Illuminated Path. It's that we're being shown the way. If we tune in, we will go the way we're meant to go. And more importantly, to become one. We get a unity, we blend in unity if we follow the illuminated path. If we do what we are meant to do in our service, we become greater together. We become more together. And I want to say, I get from this card the vibe of the inner work we need to do, the masculine and feminine balance inside us, so that we become one unique being. And using that sense of protection. The wolf for me is always protection. I am protected by wolves. Using that protection to really make that inner connection, and to place ourselves between earth and the heavens, and be ready to do whatever we're called upon to do. So a lovely card to have at this time. It comes with the chess queen. Sorry, can you see her?
Yeah. What pack is that, Annie? Sorry.
This is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms.
Oh, yes, lovely.
So there she is. She's in her clearing. The light is pouring in, but she is strategizing. She's trusting the outcomes. She's trusting she knows what moves to make. She's trusting herself. So this next couple of weeks is about feeling the gut and going, yeah, I trust what is in my heart is the right move, not what's in my head. Even though we may feel like we're in a more smooth time energetically, we're still having to make decisions. We're still having to think about how we move forward. And of course, the queen in chess can move all over the board. She can go in any direction she feels, whatever pleases her. Her power is to move freely in defense of the one she's loyal to, which happens to be the king. So again, that sense of protectiveness and the ability to trust that we will get the moves right. This is card number 30. And 3 is the creativity. 3 is what's gonna, oh yeah, we can do this, we can do that. And I always see 0 as the beautiful infinity. So she's reminding us we've got infinite options, infinite choices.
Yeah.
We can move creatively through the next few weeks. We don't have to do the same old, same old. And it's really funny because all the other pieces in a chess game are quite regimented how they can move.
And restricted.
Yeah, and she can just zoom wherever. Yeah. And we've got that ability. So the last one from the priestess set is building your world.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in a tree. That's
there
lovely.
She is, in between the trees or in the trunk of the tree. Yeah. Very peaceful, in contemplation. And building your world is about creation, expansion, networking. And as you know, I've been saying for ages, this is the year of expansion. This is the year of visibility. We've got, with this new moon, options about how we express our inner world. We can't build an outer world unless we build an inner world. So this is about, what is it? How do I want my inner world to feel? Do I want peace? Do I want tranquility? Do I want more creativity? Do I want excitement? What do I want inside me? What thoughts? What feelings? How am I inside, not outside? Because she's inside, yeah. And she's card number 33.
I noticed that.
The double creativity. And of course, 3 and 3, 6, that's the number when we're starting to move into the next bout of perhaps turbulence.
Yeah.
But if we are peaceful within, if we create that right inner conditions, whatever the turbulence is, we don't, it's like being in a plane. We can be riding up and down in the plane, but if we're on a solid footing with a good pilot, it doesn't matter. We land safely, yeah. So I feel like next couple of weeks we're going to do that inner work and build our beautiful world. And it is talking about networking. And what I've got is the web weaver.
Oh, wonderful.
There she is.
Yeah.
She's all ready to make it happen. Yeah. When I get this card, it always reminds me, well, it's about synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. And if we change and if we get that inner world into a positive state, our outer world reflects that. So the web weaver is reminding us that over the next few weeks, this is a beautiful time. She's actually on an icy platform of rock, and there are icicles there, but she's got this beautiful golden light, and she's weaving. And what's in the trees is the cherry blossom. So it's kind of like so appropriate for this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a little light that's there, and she's got the web draping, the beautiful weaving that's going on. It's also card number 4, which for me is the angelic number. And there's a lovely opportunity to weave with our guides and inspirers, to weave with the help and assistance of the angels, and to give us that lovely sense of continuity and back to that eternity or infinity that we've got in card number 30. We sometimes forget that we're busy weaving a beautiful path forward. And she's here to remind us what we do in this next few weeks is a foundation for what we're going to do in the next few weeks.
Absolutely. Yeah,
so
I've done like that.
That's what I got.
Well, there's a lot to be said because, you know, as you say, this new moon energy. And when I was channeling the new moon, I got 3 words. I got courage, compassion, and motivation. And you know, I felt when I got those 3 words that courage was to believe in myself and believe in, you know, because obviously over these last, you know, this year, you know, I've been talking on here about your dreams, you know, and I do feel that at this time it's just you've got to go for it. You've got to go for it. Go for your big dreams. And I do think this new moon, with it being in Aries, it's giving you that real horns up the backside.
It's also that youthful energy, isn't it? Because it's the start of
the new year. Exactly.
Newborn. Let's get on with it.
Absolutely, definitely. And regardless of what anybody else thinks, believe in yourself. That was the other thing I got from it. Okay, so as I say, I'm using Kyle Gray's ancestor.
Oh yes, the ancestor ones you said, yeah.
Angels and Ancestors. Beautiful artwork by Lily Moses. I love the artwork on these cards. Okay. Let's put this forward. Love it. Okay. So, okay. I've got the High Priest.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And this is about put out your intention and create, which is quite synchronicity for yourself. There's a lot of sacred geometry on this card, and I think that is about making sure you've got all your apples in one basket. I've just got. Is that the same? I've just got a saying, make sure you got all your apples in one basket. So yeah, make sure everything's sorted, you know, and as you say, it's, you know, what you don't need, get rid of. What you do need, move forward with. There's a beautiful hawk on here. And I always think, you know, the way that the hawk sort of flies low and hovers and susses things out before going for their prey or their dream. So it is about that time of thinking as well. The next card is the Great Teacher. It's called the Great Teacher. It's got the peace dove in there. And I do feel, especially over the last weekend I've had, there's, you know, there has been this oomph for having peace and unity, and believing that, you know, as the, you know, I'm saying now that as the dove flies off, it is sort of forming this beautiful conscious unity, because it actually says learn from your spiritual experiences, and the weekend we've just had was a really good spiritual experience, and it is about believing in what you're being taught, what you're learning, what you're actually teaching yourself, and walk those shoes. The next one is the Trader. I love this card because you often think of the word trader as someone that's maybe trying to pull a fast one on you, or, you know, selling you something that's not worth it. But I feel this gentleman, he has his hand on his heart, and I think he truly believes in what he's doing. And I think that's another thing we've got to look at. There's lots of sacred geometry on the back there as well, I've noticed.
Yeah.
But I think this is what we've got to look at. And you know, if you're, it's like you were saying before, what you feel in here, if you give that out with honesty and respect, that energy will create your own abundance. you know, not necessarily with money or material things, but that energy exchange can create that feeling of belonging and being part of what you truly believe in. And I think it's quite funny. He's got a cushion there, Annie.
Well, I was just
Try
about
that one
to
next
say,
time.
I
Why
was
don't you try
just,
that one next time?
yeah, I was just
You're
about to say puddle cushions.
exactly, you know, because that's exactly what you do when you make your cushions. You give
Yeah.
people, you put that intention from within
Mm.
into the cushion. That person takes that cushion away, and that's the lovely energy exchange that you get. So
Yeah.
yes, I think quite poignant. He's got a lovely honest face with his hand on his heart. He's got one of Annie's cuddle cushions. Not
Yeah.
advertising, folks, honestly, but they are beautiful cushions. Okie dokie. Um, the next one is the Fire Guardian. And I do feel he's holding the light there as well. And I think he is actually showing you that fire isn't fierce. He's got quite a soft face, but it is one of the elements that you need to be aware of because it will. You need it for your inner fire to bring out what I've been saying about this new moon, this motivation that you need. And it's saying here it's about igniting your passions. And he's certainly you know, holding both hands out. But what a wonderful, warm face he has.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, fire's often seen as an angry thing, but that's a lovely, warm face. So it's about your passions. You know, his eyes are so honest because he truly believes in those passions that he has, and it's time for you to ignite them. Um, and then we got, well, I've just got old Father Time, but it's not. It's there he is, and in the background, again, you know, you can see what is a staff he's holding,
Yeah.
um, and it's the Druid. So
Mm.
again, if you go back and look at what our ancestors did
Mm.
and how pure their intentions were,
Mm.
they've been forgotten. You know,
Yeah.
we're in a world of war and conflict, but if you do go back to the ancestors, and your ancestral line, there's a lot of lessons to be learned by your ancestors. And again, he comes across as a very wise man.
It looks like
He's
a beautiful crystal on the top of his staff, doesn't
it
he?
is. It is. It's a quartz crystal on the top there, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so again, what he's saying is you know, hold your space,
Mm.
think about what you're doing, make sure you protect yourself in that energy, and believe that you know sometimes you might be getting rid of the old, but don't get rid of the old that you can actually take forward with you.
Yeah.
Um, and I say something like that, what you can take forward with you. And we now have your direction guardian. I couldn't have worked it out any better, could I? And
Yeah.
there he is. And again, he's got a beautiful dove, eagle, another bird of prey in his hands, and he's got his guides around him.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know they're saying it's up to you to choose your path.
Mm.
You know, and what's that? It's not a wolf. It's actually a bull.
Mm.
So again, that determination, that stubbornness, you've got to start feeling it for yourself. You've got to dig your heels in. Don't worry about what other people think. And this new moon energy is all about that, believing in yourself and taking yourself forward, and choosing your path. For some reason, I want to just pull one card from the Nature's Whispers.
Okay.
And it's the one that nearly always comes out when I do these readings. I had shuffled them earlier. Um, it's
Oh,
that beautiful dandelion. It's
yeah.
about making your wish come true,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, with all this, the roots, you know, it is about keeping yourself grounded, know where your roots are, know what you want to take forward for yourself. The others, because you know, when you blow the dandelion, it goes everywhere to refertilize. you know. So what you're breathing out or talking out, it will go to others, and it's believing that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you needed an extra card because one dropped out and I didn't look at it before.
Okay.
And it's the Fire Prince.
There you go.
Yeah. And
And again,
it's,
a very nice face.
yeah, the Fire Prince represents optimism or aggression. So you've got
Right.
a choice. You can move ahead positive and forward looking, or you can run into fighting with yourself.
Yes, true. True. Yeah.
And it's just so funny that you got the Fire Guardian because
Yeah, because that's like igniting your passions, you know,
yeah,
and in these other cars, you know, there's a lot of nature, and it is about keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself rooted to what you truly believe in, and again, I'm going to say it's you know, just go for it for that dream because it's happening, you know, from the beginning of the year to now, 3 months in. These moons have been allowing you to move forward. And you've just got to take that opportunity step by step.
yeah.
Definitely.
So I think we're sort of the cards are chiming as usual.
Absolutely. They've been lovely cards,
um,
definitely.
I didn't show you the back of the Mysteries of the Hidden Realm, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, but that's the back.
Oh, it's a reflection.
Yeah, and a portal. And
Yeah,
what's there is the moon,
yes,
holding the space. Um,
definitely.
and I just, I like the backs as much as I like the fronts because there's this sense of, yes, we could say it's mysterious. And sitting on the top, I don't know if you can see, I'll see if I can get it up to
Is
the
it?
camera. There's
Yeah,
a little like angel type figure right at
yes,
the top
yes.
in the middle of the
Oh,
portal.
yes, yes, I can see the wings. Yes.
And
And
that's,
there's is there a little dove above it?
yeah, it's just, yeah,
Oh,
it's so tiny. But just that sense of we're on the threshold.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
this new moon is reminding us we're on the threshold.
Mm,
So be ready to walk through the door, the open
absolutely.
door, because the door is open.
Yeah.
It's not closed, it's been standing open. You can walk through it, get on with it.
Motivation. That was
Yeah,
the other one I got. What did I get? Yeah, I got courage, compassion, and motivation.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's Aries. Get those horns going. Yeah.
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 Oh, brilliant.
Oh, so it's been lovely to talk to you, Gwen.
Has it's been wonderful
Interesting,
again.
yeah, interesting reading as always. And
Yeah.
we'll be back for the full moon in a couple of
We
weeks'
will.
time.
We
Yeah,
will.
we will.
Definitely.
Don't know if, is that the week we're going to be in Scotland, maybe? Could
Let
be.
me just have a quick look because I have my moon calendar here. Um, the full moon in April is the 6th of April.
Oh, just before, I think.
So it's just after next, is that right? Full moon, yes, 6th of April. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, lovely. So that's when we'll be back.
Yes, well, we will.
Wherever we are.
Around the full moon.
Oh,
Oh,
nice to talk as always.
oh,
And
thank you, Annie.
see you soon. All right.
Bye now.
Bye. Bye. I'm
Bye.
just finding the button. Bye.